About how your participation in this tournament came about.
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with you know, our kind of a deal that we had with Notre Dame, and kind of have a 4-year agreement with them. This is kind of a throw into that, I think. So I think obviously this year would have been the year we would have played them there and completed that 4-year, but we bumped it back a year by them asking us to play in this. So pretty exciting. I think it's a great tournament because it's 2 exempt games, and obviously the field is good. So good way to start the year.
I did you a favor by putting you up against the #1 team in the country right away. So.
Well, usually that icebreaker gets good teams, and you know, usually they try and get four different leagues represented, and you know, I don't have a problem playing them. I think it was a good attention grabber for our players to see that we play them right out of the gate, and obviously knowing that we play them for sure 2 more times and maybe a 3rd, and obviously the next 2 are coming in a month. It's a good test for our guys.
Is there any look ahead the other night? To
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that our guys had talked about when they got back and saw the schedule, and you know, it's you know, certainly with a short week too. I mean, looking at the game on Monday, the way we came out certainly might have been indicative of guys thinking ahead, but I thought we got better, and you know, got some things accomplished in that game. But obviously Friday it starts for real.
What has to get better, I guess? Anything specific from Monday to Friday afternoon? Any big areas that you're focusing on this week?
Well, I think, you know, certainly when you look at who we're playing, I mean, you have to take care of the puck. I mean, they're a very good team. Their 3 lines, their forwards are very good. It can score. They had a few defensemen in Riley and Marshall and some of those guys too that can get up the rink. I think so. The way we turned the puck over on Monday, you know, it's going to happen in a game, but I thought we turned the puck over way too much and was kind of soft. We were soft on the puck and made some poor decisions. So I think, you know, managing the puck is going to be a big part. Discipline is going to be preached all year from the standpoint of not taking, you know, unnecessary penalties, because obviously their power play with the guys they have is good. And just defensively, you know, we weren't in our D zone a lot. We had the puck a lot on Monday, so I think when we did get it in our zone, we forgot about playing D. But you know, those are all things that are going to come to when you get some games, and they're in the same boat. You know, I mean, you know, it's their first game, and they're going to make mistakes. Both teams are. I think it's going to be a good pace game. I think both teams can skate, and you know, again, you know, hopefully we can find a way to solve Wilcox. We've done a pretty good job the last 2 games. We've scored 10 goals, I think, against them in the last 2 games. I mean, we chased him out at Mariucci, which was fun, and you know, scored 4 and had a great game with them last January. So I expect it to be, you know, a good, intense opening game for both teams.
You had a couple of guys miss the exhibition game, and then Kyle got dinged up in that game. How healthy are you going into this game?
Good. Kyle skated today, and things are looking certainly a lot brighter than they were on Monday. You know, Derek, a couple guys were healthy scratches. We wanted to get some other guys in there, and we could only dress so many. So you'll see Sam Perry in our lineup, who didn't play, and Derek will be in our lineup on Friday. Those guys that didn't play that game will be in there, certainly those 2, and we're hoping that Kyle can play on Friday.
Do you have an idea? You want to say who's going to start in goal on Friday?
Nope.
That'll be all season.
Maybe not.
Ask. Can you talk about Adam, 2-year captain? Then, not 2-year captains don't happen a lot here, but he's certainly earned the right to wear that letter again this year.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I mean, obviously you guys know him, and he's a tremendous kid. I mean, the guys have a lot of respect for him. He works as hard as anybody on our team, and certainly when you know you have a captain and leader like that, guys will follow. But you know, he's also a fun guy to be around. So he's kind of a prankster too. But you know, I think he kind of exemplifies what our team is. I think he's got great character. Hopefully you know, they take heed to that, and also his work ethic and work habits are very good. And you know, he's a real personable guy too. I mean, I think people, when you're around him, you like him, and I think. But when the game starts, he's ready to play, and he's going to do everything he can for the team, and I think that's what you need out of a leader.
Any of the newcomers stand out to you in the exhibition?
Well, yeah, I thought, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, it was nice to get Kaz in a game. I thought he did a nice job. I thought Nick McCormick did a good job back there. I thought, you know, Carson Coleman and Brett Bame, you know, also were noticeable. So it was good for those guys to get their feet wet. But I thought all the freshmen did a pretty good job. You know, I don't think they really, per se, looked like freshmen. But as I reminded our whole team, it's going to get a lot tougher from here on out. So, but I really like that group. I think they're going to be contributors for us as the year goes on, and maybe big factors as we get into deeper in the season.
What about Kotick on Monday night? What did you see from him?
Big kid. He's got good hands. You know, I think it's going to take a while to get some games. You know, I think overall I thought he did some good things, but like a lot of our guys, there's some things could do better, and I think that'll come when he gets in more game situations. It's a tough thing when you haven't played for a while. I mean, it was great that he could practice last year and kind of get a feel for the pace and the speed of the game, and also watch our league and watch the games and kind of know. But getting in there and playing is a different story because things happen quick. But he'll be a factor for us. I mean, just having his presence, his size, he's hard on people. He likes to lean on people. But just kind of getting caught up with the game in and game out, and the pace and the speed is always an adjustment for everybody at this time of the year until you start playing games. So I think he'll adjust once he gets in more games.
You mentioned Adam Wilcox. Can you talk a little bit about a guy who very nearly came to UMD, and you guys did have a little bit of success against him last year?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a quality goaltender. I mean, he's had a great career there so far. I mean, you know, we've found a way the last couple of games to solve him. Obviously, Union found a way to solve him too. So I mean, he's not unbeatable. But you know, he's a goalie that if you don't get traffic and you know, take away some things in front of him, he's going to make pretty much all those stops. So, but again, for us, it's important to, you know, we're going to see a lot of good goalies. So you got to get pucks to the net. You got to be hungry around there. You got to score rebound goals. You got to get those guys moving. You got to take their eyes away. You got to make sure that they can't see pucks, and you know, and again, you got to shoot pucks quickly against those guys. But hopefully we'll find a way again. You know.
Does he remind you at all of his cousin?
A little bit, you know, and they're both pretty athletic. You know, I mean, I think Adam's probably a little, maybe got a little more of a, I would say, more conservative than Alex. Alex was not very conservative, but he was a tremendous goalie with his athleticism. I think they both have that, and I know, I'm sure they're both. You know, I'm sure Adam is just like Alex in the fact that he's extremely competitive, you know, and I think that helps. That helps him have success.
Recent years, you played really well at Marius Arena, and I always think you do better on the big ice than they do sometimes. But can be an interesting thing with a neutral site, won't it?
And it's 200 by 90, so it's in between. It's
yes.
Even better. Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. I mean, I think our kids enjoy playing them. You know, it's probably. You know, probably bigger for us than it is for them, but that's okay, and maybe that's why we've had some success. I mean, they know it's going to be a good game, but you know, our guys enjoy playing them because they are a good team every year, and hopefully that continues as we go through the year, not just this game.
Might be big for your league too. Your league, I thought was very competitive last year, and you really didn't seem to get the credit nationally. Big Ten with their network and all this came off with tremendous promotion and marketing, and your league kind of finding itself, but really your league is, you know, this victory could be a big thing for your league.
Yeah, I think any non-conference win is big for not only your program but the league. You know, I think you know, I mean, our schedule, we play a lot of quality teams in different leagues. I mean, it's a little more WCHA flavor this year, you know, with our non-conference, but we still have some good games with some different league teams, and you know, again, it's an. You know, we're gonna beat each other up in the league. So I mean, obviously having you know, the best non-conference record for individual teams and also the league is going to help us all.
I mean, just the fact of neutral site, spotlights on the game, starting the season, it's a big prestige game for you guys.
First game, you know, I mean, I'm just excited to have an opportunity to play. Our guys are looking forward to playing. I mean, it's kind of nice because we really don't know who we're going to play in the second game. So we're just preparing for one team, and we'll worry about the second game after that. So it's kind of fun.
Scott, did these exemptions for the icebreaker, did they end up opening up a specific weekend or a chance to play a specific opponent because, you know, you have those 2 extra dates now?
Well, I think in a normal year it would have. Unfortunately, when you know I committed to playing in the icebreaker, the North Star Cup thing the schedule wasn't out yet. So actually, what I tried to do was switch with St. Cloud this year, so we wouldn't have 2 tournaments and neutral sites, and we could get 2 more home games. And I think that's why we've got more road games this year, is because we've got the 2, you know, tournaments and neutral sites. But,
So
but it does give us 2 extra non-conference games.